Hey everyone, not a super long show tonight, probably 30 minutes or less. Really, we're just going to talk about what we have coming up, what we have going on behind the scenes, things that we're working on, and an expansion to our schedule. Let's start there first. So Wednesday nights, normally full of science fiction and robots and all sorts of weird things like that. That's going to kind of continue, but what we're going to be doing is, instead of being focused on a single game, we're looking to do a showcase. So we're going to have a mix of everything. We're going to have Monster of the Week is going to be our first one, kicking off next week at the same time, as far as I know, 6 p.m. till whenever. But it will be run by V. Also, we got my mic issue fixed. So the last few weeks, after I got my new microphone and everything, my voice was actually a little deeper than what it should have been. So I messed with it and I found the setting, and so hopefully I'm normalized again, because while I like the deeper voice, this is how I really sound. So, but we have Monster of the Week coming up next week, and it will run for a few episodes, probably 3 or 4, maybe more, maybe around that number though. And that will be run by our very own V, and we will have that going for a few episodes, and then we will start doing Big Eye Small Mouth, which is a 3-stat system, and I'm going to come back to Monster of the Week in a minute, but it's a 3-stat system, and it is basically anime, everything. Basically, it's based off of anything anime. I played a little bit of it a long time ago, and it was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed playing it, so I look forward to seeing what they're going to come up with. And that will be run by our very own Atlas. We'll also be doing Maddie's convention one-shot adventure. And that may run 1 session or 2, depending on how things go. And then we will be having more things to come as the weeks roll by. So it will be an interesting take as we switch things up going forward. So if there are any potential DMs out there or players who would like to be interested in playing, or hey, I really want to run a game for you guys, feel free to send me a message either here on Twitch. You can hit me up on YouTube. You can find me on Facebook. It's Heath space Hal Brooks, or you can find Dire Bear Adventuring Company. And of course, we do have our own Discord server, so feel free to join there. And you can always find and send me a message there on Discord, as we are there a lot. The other thing that we have coming up is on Tuesday nights, we are partnering up with Nerd Eternal, which is our very own Jason's media outlet, his entertainment form, and they are going to be running. You're going to have to Esper Genesis.
Yes,
it's
right. 5th edition sci-fi, kind of in the vein of Mass Effect or Destiny. Excellent. It's sci-fi. There's kind of a possibly mystic element. It might have a scientific explanation, but a lot of people look at it as kind of mystical.
Yeah.
As far as like a power source and powers the characters will have.
Excellent. So I look forward to seeing that. But you can watch that here, and of course, Jason, will you be recording it for your own podcast as well to release later on?
Yes. We'll have it on our YouTube channel after the fact, and should be able to run it on our Twitch as well. I think there's some kind of way to link stuff together. I got to look into it.
We'll figure it out before that starts, which, if not mistaken, you said the 26th?
Yes.
Which is next Tuesday
of this month.
Yeah, next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we'll have that coming up on Tuesday, so you guys to enjoy. I enjoy good sci-fi, and that will have some new players as well as a familiar face, maybe 2. I myself will not be involved in it, however. That is because I am running a full-blown campaign for some folks that I really enjoy where it's going, and watching them scratch their heads and get frustrated, and at the same time go, no! And I can't give that up. But then on Thursdays, we will have, if I'm not mistaken, unless unless you wanted to tell me otherwise, Curse of Strahd coming up soon.
We're going to be doing that starting in April, and
awesome.
End of April. Mostly because we're trying to finish up Princes of the Apocalypse right now.
Sure.
And between me being super sick last week and unsure as to how long things are going to take and set up for the new one. It's yeah.
Excellent. So that's our lineup now. Will be Mondays, Foundations of Adelar with me as your DM and our regular playing group. On Tuesdays, we will have Esper Genesis being run by Jason, with Eric, who is on Mondays playing in there along with some new players. Wednesdays will be our Wednesday night showcase as we do different things throughout the months. And then on Thursdays, coming soon, will be Curse of Strahd. As Maddie likes to say, she is going back to her roots, which I love Curse of Strahd. So I, for one, think it's fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite ones. It was one of my favorite ones. Ravenloft was a great setting in 2nd edition. You'll hear me only say that a few times. Most everybody else will look at you kind of crazy. But then again, I'm the guy that got mages to level 20 in 2nd edition, which is a feat. But that's what we have coming on. For those of you who didn't catch it last time, we actually have a sponsor now in the use of their product at D&D Beyond. And it's phenomenal for keeping track of your campaigns. I moved Foundations of Adelar and the players over there so that they could level up. But since we still use Roll20 for our maps and everything else like that, it allows them to just import easily once they leveled up. Import that information over quite easily, and their characters are ready to go so that they know what to roll and can roll it and be ready to go. They're extremely cheap. There's a free account that allow you to create different characters based off of the open source material, the SRD. Then they also have, you can purchase the additional books, and it is really worth it, especially in this day and age. I am still old school, and I lug all of my books around with me in a backpack of holding. And that's just how I am. I like my books, but I know that is not always convenient, and it is super duper convenient to be able to, quickly at a glance grab what you need to off of there. So I actually use it in tandem. I ran an event last night for some folks, and instead of having one player's handbook to pass around to everybody, we logged into D&D Beyond. We could find the spells, we could look at things that we needed to, and it was easy enough to get everybody going again. And it's fantastic. So everything that they have in hardcover format, they have in electronic format. And again, that's D&D Beyond. I'm pretty sure everybody by now has heard Sam Riegel sing the song, so I'm nothing new. But dndbeyond.com. So a huge thanks to them and to Curse for allowing us to use their product and to be a sponsor for us. I am working right now behind the scenes diligently and as often as I can to try to garner more support from other locations. And to that point, I've joined several groups who promote. And so hopefully we'll start seeing this grow. And that is what our goal is right now, is to grow this so that I can compensate these wonderful people who play along with me and put up with my shit. And that is our goal. So if you would please give us a follow here. Definitely give us a follow over on YouTube. We're only 10 subscribers away from being able to get our custom URL. So it doesn't say AEZC01 Kilo Sierra Whiskey 4, something like that. It will actually say Dire Bear AC or Dire Bear Adventure Camp or whatever I come up with. But it will actually be a URL that we can use and utilize and take effect of. Beyond that, I have some other things in the work that are more from on the personal side of things, but as I get those things evolved, I will share them with everybody because I only keep some things private. But that is the reason that I have this nice new mic and new recording setup in my studio with new blankets up for sound quality effect. It's because I'm working on something. But anyways, I want to give a huge shout out for those of you who don't know, Satine Phoenix, who is the kind of the community manager over at D&D. She is, she's actually a fantastic human being, but she has started her own media and entertainment source, and it's called, if I'm not mistaken, and I will get this wrong, but Gilding Light or Guiding Light. and it is a outlet media source for creativity, storytelling, and things like that. So I am looking to try to talk to her about becoming at least a partner with them, or how to get on the scene with that. So lots of things in the work, lots of irons in the fire, and I just want to say thanks to everybody who joined us tonight. I don't think there's very many of you, but like I said, this wasn't going to be a very long one. I just wanted to make sure that you guys know we're all still alive and kicking, and we will be back on Monday with something. This weekend, if you are in the Huntsville area, I will be running Pugmire. If you've never played, it is a fantastic game. It's a lot of fun. It's based off of 5e, so if you've played 5th edition, or even if you've never played a role-playing game again or before, I will absolutely be happy to teach you and show you the ropes, and it's a lot of fun. So if you are in the Huntsville area and you would like to play as a dog, come play with us on Friday at Lucky Dice Cafe as we play Pugmire. Other than that, I don't really have anything else. You guys?
Yeah, I think we've covered everything.
All right, go check out.
We will be having a homebrew on its way. I'm working on it. But we'll have a game on Sunday in the next couple months, I think.
Awesome. I look forward to that. So there you go. We'll have games on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And if I can rope anybody else in, maybe we'll have one every day of the week. Mahaha. But that is all for this evening, and thank you all for hanging out with us, or at least tuning into this a little bit later if you catch it later. Thank you one and all. A huge shout out to our buddy Nightblade. Get better, buddy. I know your arm is recuperating, and I'm glad to see that you're not doing well or doing worse off than what you were, because I know you were having some real issues there. Another big heartfelt thanks to Maddie, and I hope you get to feeling better, dear. It sounds like you're on the upside of things.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling more better than I was before.
Excellent. Well, with that in mind, I'm going to go cut some potatoes and cook them. And I have a new mug that I'll be showing off on Mondays. But it's wood. It's a tankard, and it says Dungeon Master on it. And I'll have that up on screen.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, as I'm drinking from it right now. It's so good.
I was about to say, what will be in the tankard?
Earlier, it looked like wine, but it was cherry juice from Juicy Juice. like actual cherry juice. And Ryan said it looked like the blood of my enemies in there. I was like, it was.
Now it's the players.
The players aren't my enemies.
Well, that's what
the player characters. Excuse me.
Hey, it's been a long time since I've killed anybody. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
And it wasn't. Wait, no, it was me.
Last night I did down their wizard.
Haha! But you didn't kill them.
No, I didn't kill him.
You actually killed me in Curse of Strahd.
That's true.
Because I drank a potion that wasn't a potion, was actually poison. I was dead before I hit the ground.
You drank poison and jumped out of a window. Is that really him killing you?
Yes, because it wasn't a health potion.
Well, you should have jumped out the window. That's all I'm saying.
Sounds like you're making Sounds like you're making assumptions about the potion, and you know what assuming gets you.
Yes, just like we know what telling the wizard once. Yeah, it's okay to fireball me gets you.
What's really funny, though, is I think the fireballs were happening well before he actually allowed it.
There was more caution involved before it was allowed. Once it was allowed, it was like, oh, okay.
You have to apparently you have to specify with that one. This one time, do this one time.
The
other times are not cool. You have to, get consent.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, consent is important when throwing fireballs in your own damn team.
Yep.
I generally think that consent is important when balls are involved, fire or otherwise. I'm just saying.
True.
The other thing, real quick, I want to mention that I've got the perfect design for my next character. If, heaven forbid, anything should happen to Brimlow in your game, my next character is going to be an old familiar face and voice.
Uh-oh. Are you playing Barry?
No.
Oh.
No, instead it will be
no.
I.
No!
Tharness! Your humble hedge mage.
No!
Yes.
I'm not going to be able to do anything seriously.
Well, would it be any better if I played Barry? I mean, honestly.
I don't know.
What does Barry sound like?
Oh, honey, listen. Barry sounds fabulous.
He really does. He truly.
Yes, he
I would
does.
even let you bring Dom back.
Hey, yeah, Dom, who sounds like this. What? Okay. I'm going to go now. Goodbye.
Look, I'm in love with Barry and Dom. Okay?
Yeah, you ship them even though they don't.
Yep.
I get it. For those of you who aren't privy, I had 2 characters that I played in one campaign. At the same time, I played both of them. Absolute opposites of each other. One was Barry Swelling, a noble half-elf, although he's a bit of a troublemaker. And to the counteract to that, I had Dominic Bregan, former soldier, now turned florist. And he was just absolutely quiet, a man of action. Is he going to be found in the tavern? Yes. All right. And then he jumps over the side of the boat and just starts striding toward the tavern. They're like, wait, where's he going? So I brought them back for a short cameo in another campaign, and they were much loved and well received.
Yeah.
I think I need to do little shorts and get somebody to animate them of all the various characters that I've had that people have either loved or hated, and just little stories about them.
I think any of us long-time gamers could do a series like that.
Well,
there events they have gone on.
It's just you. It's just you and me rehashing old stories, sitting in our rocking chairs, telling stories like we lived them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hi, Bubba. It's a pleasure to have you. It's a very, very short episode tonight. We really didn't have a whole lot going on, but thank you very much for joining in. We were just going to start telling stories for a second here, but last Monday, I made a new character that I'm not sure they fell in love with. But they seem to like him. His name is Hassel, although they come to find out that it wasn't like Hasselhoff, it was actually Asshole. But he stared at them and like waved and was a simpleton. Well, do you guys have anything else to add? Because if not, then we're going to go ahead and part ways. I'm going to go chop potatoes and make some home fries and do something else. I'm going to go be domesticated.
I can't think of anything else.
All right. Well, Bubba, thank you for catching us at the tail end. If you want to catch the last 20 minutes or so that we were talking, feel free to catch it on YouTube. Give us a follow over there if you would. We'd appreciate it. We are 10 people away from having a URL that is unique for us. And don't forget to catch up on Monday when we'll be back live from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then again, coming up here pretty soon, Tuesday and Wednesday, and eventually on Thursday, and then on Sundays. So, hey, we'll be all over the place. But thank you so much, you guys. Have a good night, and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. And until then, we will see you on Monday. Take care of yourselves. We love you guys. Have a good night.